Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Bounce Back every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Singapore time or Malaysia time, GMT +8. We have Bounce Back come to you. And we haven't started Bounce Back yet, but Bounce Back is going to be Bounce Back is Bounce Back is brought to you by Together We Can Change the World and Leadernomics. And one of the things that Bounce Back is going to be, it's going to be a summit where we bring some of the best leaders in the world to inspire, to share, to tell us about great insights, and also to help us overcome odds. At the same time, the idea behind Bounce Back is to give back, right? And the idea is that every single proceed that comes in from Bounce Back will be given to NGOs and charities across Southeast Asia, especially driving children and women empowerment issues and challenges. So that's Bounce Back. And today I have a special guest. I have one of the very senior fellows of Together We Can Change the World, Jonathan Lau, who was formerly the president of the Global Speakers Association. Jonathan, welcome to Bounce Back. And it's always to have a great icon, right? A speaking icon, who goes around the world and shares insights. And maybe you can tell us a bit about Together We Can Change the World, and also a little bit about what you guys do at Together.
Fantastic. Well, first of all, thank you, Roshan, for your support and Leadernomics support. Well, this has been my 8th year supporting Together We Can Change the World. It was founded by the vision of Scott Friedman, Janet Stanfield, and aspiring speaker from the States and globally too. And it's really interesting because as speakers, sometimes it's always not about the money or the opportunity that we can speak internationally, but it's how we can also give back, right? So one of the things that Scott has put together is to put together a group of speakers, and we come together and we'll speak in conferences. And more than that, we will raise funds, right? We have been doing that for the last 8 years. We've been supporting charities and organizations, homes empowering women in Malaysia, in Thailand, in Cambodia, Philippines. These are just a few of the countries, even in Myanmar. So a lot of initiative is brought together, right? So it makes us as professional speakers even more holistic, because it's about giving back, right? Absolutely. As we receive, we want to give back to.
And Bounce Back is a summit that is quite amazing. I mean, just looking about it, right? It's going to be not just a one-off summit, but it's going to be a bit of a long-term summit where people are consistently given bits, every week, one little bit of insight, from one of these global speakers. And I'm looking at the list, right? I mean, W. Mitchell is quite an amazing speaker, a Hall of Fame speaker. He's going to be there. Yossi Ginsburg, Yossi Ginsburg was a survivor. I mean, he was in the Amazon. I was reading about him. He used to get ants to eat him just to stay alive. John Register was going to win the Olympic gold medal and essentially lost his leg, but in the process, reinvented himself, and a whole host of other speakers, right? I think we've already got people like Chester Elton, Juliet Funt, and a whole others that are confirmed, and many others we are looking forward to, right? So I mean, I'm excited just from the learning aspect of it. But the good part is also, every dollar that is collected is given back to the community. So that's exciting. So you can learn, but at the same time, every dollar is given back to the community. And let's talk about learning, Jonathan. And I know you're a global speaker, and you shared a lot of insights over the years. Tell us some of the things that you have learned in different summits or different conferences that you now protect. You've used it and you've leveraged it and you teach it. Teach us something. That teach us some of these insights that we can potentially gather from some of these places.
Sure, Rosia. So one of the things that I've really learned from the past summit and even through the last 6 months, right, is the opportunity for you to be always serving it forward. Serving it forward. So serving it forward is an opportunity on how you can continue to, do things for others without expecting things to come back. And when you begin to do many more things like that, great thing comes back to you. And what I've seen over the last couple of months is really people, they are struggling, because of the pandemic and things that are going through. And what a great team of bouncing back, because it's about resilience. And some things that you can really do right now that I will recommend, that I've also been working with leaders, whether they're in sales or leadership, is just to have a growth and agile mindset. expect the unexpected. Things will never be the same. Things will change. Be ready for the unexpected. And, I've been helping people on how they can embrace mental toughness. And this is where you can even do it for yourself, right? When situation doesn't come your way, look at ways on how you can embrace mental toughness. And I'd like to share with you the 5 C's. The first one is about composure. How can you continue to build composure into your life? Develop composure, right? Take time out. Regenerate your mindfulness approach. Once you have that, begin to concentrate. Focus on the things that is needed. If you're in sales, look at what are the things that you need to build value, build relationship, build value with your clients. Reach out to them. Look at the 20% of your clientele base. Go deeper into the relationship. See how you can support them, because that will inspire confidence in yourself and the people that you are working with. So that's the first 3 C, right? So build that confidence, because once you have that, it's about copability. How are you able to cope with the environment that you are experiencing right now? Even in these summits that we have gone through, when you face difficulty, ask not what happens to you, but what can you learn from those situations that's going to make you even stronger, that is going to make you even smarter, even as you approach the new opportunity. When a challenge comes, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation that I can help another person? You'll never know one word, one action that you do today can have significant importance for someone in a trying time, in times of need. And the last one is about team, right? Team collaboration. How can you build better cohesion? And this is where Little I'm so glad, Roshan, together we can change the world. And all the partners came together to support this, because it is something that we can give back. It is something that we can do with our time, with our resources, with the knowledge. And it's not just about giving, it is about empowering the people. It's giving them skills. It's about teaching them opportunity. Right. So, I would like to leave you with the 5 C. The first one is about composure, concentration, confidence, copability, and cohesion. One of the speakers is Jack Canfield. That is one of the featured speaker here. And being one of, dear friend of Jack, there's always something that I've learned from him, from the success principle that he have started. Success principle 1 is E plus R equals to O. E plus I equals to O. The results that you want to achieve is not determined by the events, but it's how you respond that brings the outcome that you want. Okay. You can't change what is happening right now, but how you choose to respond can make a difference to your outcome. So
I love that. Yeah. E plus RE equals O, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Then plus your reaction, right?
Correct. How do you respond, right? How will bring the outcome you want.
Fantastic, and we'll talk about the 5 C's in a bit. Jonathan, thank you for that insight. And I think there's many other great insights. Jack Canfield's going to be there. I mean, Jack Canfield's the guy who wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul, and he's going to be at the summit. So it's exciting. And I think one of the things more exciting about the summit is that, people like Justin Cohen, who is a famous guy in South Africa. I mean, he runs TV shows, and he's going to be a coach. That means that every day you're going to get access to a special tool called Nicole, where you will be able to get a power, a tool that actually enables you to learn every day. But inside that tool, you'll be given on a daily basis some form of instruction, some form of insight and coaching from people like Justin Cohen, people like Jean Marie Giovanna. These guys are going to be giving some exciting insights. So I'm really excited about the summit, and I'm excited that it's going to be open to everyone to be part of it. And I want to show a short little video before I introduce our next guest. I want to show a short little video on the summit, and I hope this excites you. And you can just go to the website bouncebacksummit.org and check it out for yourself. And every day there's new speakers being added on. So it's exciting. So let's tune into this little video.
Never before in history have we felt more interconnected. Everyone's actions have the power to impact the health and well-being of everyone else's actions. We truly are all in this together. And together, we can bounce back. better, stronger, smarter. Given this incredibly difficult time, when fundraising is down and the desperate need for help is up, let's work together in helping those who need us most. Starting November 10 and 11, for 14 straight Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we will host Bounce Back, a global symposium where we will share stories of overcoming great odds to create great meaning in this world. We'll explore how champions bounced back from failure, adversity, or poverty to do great things. We'll discover how business leaders created great wealth and significance, and how you can too. These winners didn't do it at the expense of others, but with the help of their fellow brothers and sisters. They showed compassion, love, kindness, and humility as they attracted like-minded people to join their tribe. We want to highlight some of the most inspiring and influential difference makers, the men and women who've influenced this world like we've never seen before. Bounce Back, Better, Stronger, and Smarter is brought to you by Together We Can Change the World, empowering and educating less fortunate children and women in Southeast Asia to live a better life. And Leaderonomics, a social enterprise empowering our youth and giving them the skills and tools necessary to build a better future. Yes, together we can change the world.
Hey, Jonathan, and I'm super excited, and I see a lot of our, we've got a bunch of viewers who are saying hi. Zinin says hi to you, John. Aaron Fu says he likes the color coordination of the books behind me. That's good. Mostly my wife's work, but yeah. And a lot of people are saying excellent initiative. Ravi says excellent, and another LinkedIn user says great initiative. And it is a great initiative. And I urge all of you right away to go down to bouncebacksummit.org and sign up, because it's exciting. And today, we wanna actually do something special. It's if you can afford it, pay the full $120 for the full 14 weeks. But if not, there's a promo code. Use my name, Roshan97, and you'll save $23. And you get money off the table right away, and at the same time the balance 97 goes to community. So thank you. I see a lot of folks. We've got Julio.
A lot of great friends. Yeah.
It's a friend of yours. Okay, I don't quite understand what it means, but Jonathan, can you translate? I think it's Spanish, right?
I guess greetings, right? Greetings, yeah. Hello from Manila.
And Patricia from Manila says hi. So we've got a ton of folks listening in, and today we've got a real fantastic guest. We've got a person from Cambodia, Jenni Lipa, who is going to be joining us, and she just wrote a book. So I'm gonna bring her on stage, and I'm gonna get Jenni to tell us about CCDO, one of the initiatives that we are going to be supporting. We're actually supporting CCDO through the funds that we raise. So, Jenni, welcome to the show, and great to have you with us, Jenni.
Roshan, thank you. It is such a pleasure to be here. Together We Can Change the World has been a great partner for the last 3 or 4 years. Yes, I literally published a book yesterday called Hindsight is 2020, and the main thrust is giving back, but I have 2 main rules in life. One is nothing is life and death. You always need to make a decision. Just say yes to something. And the second rule is you can always change it. So don't worry about the angst. Learn how to navigate the trials and tribulations of life and the different stages of life. And the most important thing that I have gotten over the years is, I've been taught by my parents, is giving back. And giving back keeps me young and gives me the passion of life and the purpose. So I started CCDO in Cambodia 13 years ago, when I visited and saw with just a little bit of money, we could make a huge difference. We've been bouncing back, and I'm so proud of the team, because first of all, you need 2 hands to applaud. You need 2 hands to say thank you. You need 2 hands for a partnership. So we make sure that even our stakeholders give back a little bit. They pay maybe $10 or $15 for a water well that costs $375. Or $324. They give $2 a year to educate a child that cost us $150. But I think the most important thing is that we have developed this dream team that when COVID hit and we closed the schools, we took our teachers and our staff and we had to finish building 100 latrines donated by a Singaporean architectural firm. And these 45-kilo little slips of women were carrying bricks, and they suddenly learned not being teachers, suddenly learned to be bricklayers. So we know how to give back and how to get a team together that we can really bounce back. One of the initiatives that we started was we didn't just want to give food and rice. We gave 300 farmers seeds to plant rice, and they had to, instead of giving us money back for the seeds that we give them, they have to give us maybe a tenth of their crop, the rest they can sell. And we're going to use that for our breakfast program. So we work on different initiatives because we believe in a hand up, not a handout. And it's been really wonderful to see. We've got a great leader, Leng Seng, who's me on steroids. Leng Seng Hoi, you better hold on to your purses, your checkbook, your wallets, because with his smile, he will charm money out of you. We ran out of food for our breakfast program because normally the school year ends in August. We carried on doing school learning in community centers. We carried on giving breakfast. Suddenly the school year is extended until December, and we were $5,000 short of our breakfast program, and we managed to find a Rotarian from Japan to pay the $5,000. So we are very blessed in this time of COVID by using our hand up and not hand out, by working with Team Spirit, by working with Together We Can Change the World, and Rotary. Rotary has been huge for us this last year, actually the last few years. We've learned to embrace partnerships, and we've learned to bounce back.
Fantastic, Jenni. That's amazing, and Jenni, you said you just wrote a book, hindsight is 2020. I like that title. It's amazing, and that's a bit about yourself. I mean, you just told me your age, and I was just blown away. I'm not sure whether you want to publicly declare.
Not 80.
I mean, you're still so energetic. You're still so young. You're still so you're still giving. You're still doing, right. And I think there is I think there's an element where you go younger as you give. You go younger as you
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I learned from my parents. I was taught always I was born in South Africa, spent the first 20-something years there, lived in Europe for a while, went back to South Africa, tried to fight apartheid, tried to reverse the effects of apartheid, could not do that, and then left and went to live in the US. Just learning that you've always got to pay it forward. You've always got to give of yourself. We have a saying with our volunteers, volunteer to change lives, yours and others. And most of our volunteers come back having a total wonderful experience, knowing that they can empower themselves, having confidence. I think the thing that my parents, I had a very wonderful upbringing, not because I was white or privileged, but because my parents gave me confidence. Yep. My parents always told me I could do whatever I set out to do. We were brought up to embrace society, to give back to others. It's not just writing a check, it's actually getting in the field and doing things. Absolutely. And I've always done this all of my life. And I think that I found my passion in Cambodia for many different reasons. My father was a prisoner of war in Germany in fighting Hitler and fighting the horrible Holocaust. When I got to Cambodia, into the genocide, that kind of like worked with me. I then had 25 years of no education for the blacks in South Africa, 25 years of no education at all in Cambodia. So it just felt right that I could make a huge difference there. And the Cambodians are such wonderful people that they are just like sponges, eager to learn, eager to give back, eager just to help their country and help their people. And it just touches my heart.
Fantastic. We've got a whole bunch of folks that are writing in, and there's tons of comments coming in. So, let me just go through some of the comments and some of the questions, and maybe we can also address some of it. But Bounce Back is an exciting initiative, and I hope each and every one of you sign up for Bounce Back, because not only do you learn, but you support a good cause or many causes. Mark Shank, he's in Australia. He says, hi, thanks for making a difference. Arun, can't wait for Bounce Back. Arun, please sign up. Keith Talk says, wonderful.
Hi,
Keith. Look forward to having you at Bounce Back. Nadira says excited about Bounce Back. Then we have Zinin says, well said, John. We need more people to face adversity positively. So John, well said on your 5 C's, and also the reaction. I think that's amazing. What you just said, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Johnny, thanks for listening in, and look forward to having you at Bounce Back. BounceBackSummit.org. Sign up today if you can. Jenny, Zinin again, Jenny from Zinin, she says, great to learn about trials and tribulation and giving back as a life purpose from you. So Jenny, comment for you. Nadira says, wow, Jenny, amazing initiatives. Glad that CCDO is able to adapt and bounce back even in these tough COVID times. I guess Yuval was right. Sapiens' ability to collaborate and being flexible in their response to change all along give them the edge and survivability. This initiative is just one great example. Well done, guys. Jonathan, you wanna explain Perthpal's message? Yuval is, I'm assuming it's the author Yuval, right?
Well, I guess the opportunity to collaborate is always going to be there, right? But as we continue to remain agile, that helps us in our response time. Just being agile also gives me the chance when Jenny was speaking very quickly for me to do a quick changeover. So amazing. We can change the word T-shirt here, as you can see.
There you go.
So it's about just being flexible. When the opportunity is there, let's look for things we can do good. I always remember the song from Jenna Stanfield. She says, "I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do."
Absolutely.
How beautiful.
And Jenna is going to be at Bounce Back. She's going to be singing throughout the Bounce Back Summit. So you're not only going to get speakers, you're going to be treated to a world-class artist who's going to she's going to pop up from time to time, and she's going to be singing stuff. And you'll see her, you'll all get an app called Nicole, and you all have access to view her at any point in time and be inspired by her singing. So, thanks, Jonathan, for reminding us of Jenna, and we'll get Jenna to come and sing some songs for us. Jonathan, this for you. A LinkedIn user says, picking up the pieces of a shattered dream is better than having no pieces to pick up at all. So I think this is a quote from you. And so it looks like people are listening in, and there's a whole bunch of comments coming in. Thank you, everyone. If there's more comments, feel free to shoot them at the comment section below. Just very quickly, a couple more things about Bounce Back, so that you're aware. Bounce Back is actually a series. So throughout what's going to happen, I'll just walk you through this. But what you're going to get is not just one-off. You're not going to get one-off a weekly session, right? So you have a weekly session every week. You'll be inspired by people like Jack Canfield, like people like I think Juliet Funt, who's a very famous speaker on white space, and many others, right? Then so that starts November 11th. And then the first 2 weeks anyone can come in, but after that it's a paid close, so you need to buy an all access pass, which we are selling at 120, but today if you pick it up today it's a 97. But if you can pay 120, just pay 120. Remember, every dollar goes to charity. You also get special access to a learning experience platform. There's not many LXPs in this world. So this is one of the first few LXPs in the world, and you get access for a full year, not just to learn stuff from Bounce Back and the Bounce Back community, and meet up with people like Jack Canfield and Justin Coven, but also get your own personalized learning. And you'll get coaching weekly. And so this is part and parcel of what's going to happen for Bounce Back. And on a daily basis, you'll have an app that's, whether it's a Monday to get some skilling, or Tuesday to get some micro learning, or Wednesday to get some micro inspiration, or on Thursday to get some learning insights, or Friday to get, different things that will pop up, that will give you, whether it's a learning feed or whether it's other pieces. So it's not just be inspired by the speakers and coaches, but be inspired daily with an artificial intelligence computer that's gonna be exciting you and triggering you to great stuff. So that's Bounce Back, and please spread the word. Push the website everywhere. I'm gonna just ask Jenni, if you have any other thoughts and other things that you want to share with us before we close out today, Jenni.
It's always easy to get involved. Just look around your local community. I think Ruth Bader Ginsburg has a quote saying, we live to be part of a community. So if we are not part of a community, we're really not living. So it's a matter of, if there's a school, reading to somebody, an orphanage, taking care of somebody, taking care of an older person, going shopping. It doesn't have to be something huge. I mean, everybody can do the extraordinary. Ordinary people can do the extraordinary. It's just thinking and giving. And you give from the heart, it makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jenni. Wonderful thoughts. Jonathan, you wanna share? As we close out, I love the 5 C's, and I love the E+R code that you've given from Jack Canfield. But as you close out, and then we'll take some comments and some thoughts from some of our viewers after this. But as we close out, what's a nugget of wisdom? What piece of advice that you can give some of our viewers out here?
I would highly encourage, thanks Roshan, I would highly encourage, if you can, to reach out to people in your community. We spoke about community earlier. Whatever you can, reach out to them. Many of the people are sometimes struggling, but they may not speak out. LinkedIn is a great platform, whether it's in Facebook or whatever social media. Reach out in person, give them a call, send them a message, touch base with them to see how they're doing. Because together we can change the world. Together we can change the community. You can inspire change by just a small little reach out. So do that today, right? And see the difference, the ripples that you can do. If you can start doing it with 5 people and the 5 do it with another 5, imagine the impact we will have. Today in Malaysia, we just started day 1 of the CMCO. And again, E+R equals to O. It's not what the events happen, but how will you respond when new situation arise? How can you reach out? So reach out to help people bounce back stronger, smarter, and more resilient.
Fantastic, Jonathan. And it's interesting, right? I mean, you just talked about the movement control order that's in Malaysia right now, and it's interesting that it's our reaction to it, right? At the same time, we can do so many things, right? There's so many possibilities for us to do. There's a comment from another LinkedIn user, Jenni, Jonathan, Roshan, and you will keep breaking my heart 1,000 times, and I will keep joining the pieces back 1,000 times.
That's beautiful. Awesome, really great.
So thank you so much. It's hopefully we can inspire you, but thank you also for inspiring us and for making our day and for enabling us to be motivated. And so I think together we can change the world. And Leadernomics, we every year we work really hard to pull together events like this to enable us to raise funds for as many NGOs as possible, NGOs that we can support, and NGOs that are having a tough time. It is tough to do fundraising at this point in time. But at the same time, it's not about just giving the money, it's about giving value. And as Jenni said, it's not just about asking, it's also about giving. And so, as part of the process of giving, you will be getting world-class speakers, you'll be getting a summit, and you'll be getting a whole bunch of stuff. So go to bouncebacksummit.org. You have to use the promo code to save some money. And thank you so much for everything. Final thoughts, Jonathan, and your final words, Jenni, and we'll close off today.
Make it happen. Reach out and make it happen. And more importantly, serve it forward in any way that you can. You know, when you begin to serve it without expectation, great things comes back to you. Have that belief. I wish you great success, great health. Stay healthy with your families.
Jenni?
As Jonathan said, make 5 people a day smile. It's doing random acts of kindness that gives you the courage to carry on. It can be a really happy world even in this tough time.
Absolutely. And so we have it. Thank you so much, Jenni. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Really appreciate the 2Js joining us today, the JJs joining us and inspiring us and teaching us.
Too, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm both of them wore blue and then I'm white, so I'm always the outlier here. But it's okay to be outliers, it's okay because we accept everyone and diversity is great, right? And so with that, thank you everyone. If you haven't signed up, please go to Bounce Back, at least check it out. And if you can, spread the word, go out there and tell people about Bounce Back, just share the website, on your social media. If you can, help others get word out there that bouncebacksummit.org is out here. There's some great speakers, but more importantly, every dollar we collect will be given back to these communities in need. So thank you very much, and we wish you a fantastic Wednesday. And for those of you in the US and in other parts of the world, good evening and happy Tuesday. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Have a great week ahead.
Take care, everyone.